Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another morning with Proverbs. It's Friday, as we try to do on a Friday, because obviously we don't do anything Saturday, Sunday. I want to give you something you can contemplate over the whole of the weekend that can really impact you. Some kind of wisdom from the book of Proverbs that will really impact you. So for those who are new to this, who are watching this and go, what's this all about? This is where we share short 2-minute video discussing wisdom from the book of wisdom, otherwise known as the book of Proverbs, written by the wisest king that ever lived, King Solomon, who asked God for one thing above everything else that he could ask for. He said, please give me wisdom and knowledge. So let's get into this. We're going to be reading from chapter 14, verse 35, and it reads this: A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant incurs his wrath. Now understand this, a lot of us don't work for kings anymore, okay, so it's not really relevant. But if we change the word from a boss delights in his wise servant, okay, or a director delights in his wise servant, or if you're a company owner, it could be the shareholders delights in a wise servant, okay. Now what does this really mean? We're living in real difficult times right now. We're living in times where people are not getting promotions. We're living in times where people are not getting pay rises. We're living in times where a lot of people unfortunately have lost their jobs, okay. This is where employees or directors of businesses have to be even better, okay. Now how do you do that? It says right here, Solomon says right here, if you want to gain favor, okay, and delight your bosses, so they think, do you know what, that's the person I want to give a promotion to when the opportunity comes around, or that's the person I feel deserves a pay rise, even if no one else gets it, is by being wise. Okay, and what does that mean? It means you're the person who brings the wisdom to the problem. You're the person that says, this is what you've got to do in a situation. And we see that all the way throughout the Bible. You know, Daniel, for instance, was someone that the Babylonian king says, I've got to have you on my team. I delight in you. Why? Because you bring some crazy wisdom. Understand this, Joseph, if anyone knows the story of Joseph, Joseph was a man who was in prison. Okay, and Pharaoh said, man, you come with great wisdom. I can see that there's great godly wisdom in you. I'm going to make you second in command. That could happen to you. Okay, no matter where you're standing right now, no matter what's going on out there, you can be the person that still gets the promotion. You're the person that can still get a pay rise. You're the person that can still climb the ladder of success when everyone else has got a glass ceiling because you act in wisdom. This is a time when you can't show your responsibility. This is not a time when you're going to get paid for doing nothing. But if you come across with wisdom, do you know what? You will delight your bosses. And if you delight your bosses, favor comes with that. But on the flip side, Solomon says also, be careful of this. He says, but a shameful servant incurs the wrath. Unfortunately, if you're not cutting the mustard, you can obviously understand that you're probably going to be one of the ones when they're making cutbacks in the business that they choose. Okay? You'll probably be one of those person when it comes to obviously promotion, you get overlooked. Okay? You don't want to incur the wrath. You want the delight of your bosses. So what we say, go in there, be blessed. Think about it this weekend. Ready for Monday, okay? How can I be a delight to my bosses? How can I be a delight to my directors? So obviously it's a little bit longer, but obviously we try to bless you a little bit more on a Friday. So as we always say with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. Go out there and be blessed and go and delight your bosses so you can go and get that favor. God bless you and see you Monday. Bye-bye.